looking for love. I'm actively looking for love. You know those parties where you wear red if you're not available, amber if you might be, and green if you absolutely are? Well, I'm on green. Constantly. I like a lot of things. I love a lot of things. I get excited pretty easily about friends and food and parties and events and the weather and kissing and just hanging out. I'd say I was a feminist, but probably not in front of my boyfriend. It's not that sexy really, is it? I want to do a bit more. Maybe volunteer. There's a shelter not far from me for women, and I think I'd be good for it because I'm very good at empathising with people. Really, I cry at everything. There was a single mum on the X Factor, and she had a beautiful voice. A pretty good voice, actually. She had a voice, and I just sobbed because I really felt for her, you know. I'd never do online dating. You do hear horror stories, and it's so horribly unromantic. But I did once put an ad on dalstondating.com just to see. You have to come up with a name and a little tagline. I had insert witty comment here, but I got a whole load of sticks, so I had to change it. Small Stockport smiler seeks a man with hands that might be good for holding her hand, for walks, cook-offs and kisses. Must be tall enough to rest your chin on my head. Tolerance of kind of feminist. 80s pop, potatoes and leg warmers essential. Good voice for reading out loud is a bonus. Knowledge of stars clincher. I have mapped out the heavens through the constellations on every bedroom ceiling I've had since I was 8. Still seeking.
Sorry, I just... my head's a bit... I'm worried I'll forget what I want to say if I don't... There's always been something wrong with me. my whole life says, don't do this, don't do that. But when you first met me, you didn't know anything about me. And you didn't think I was weird or crazy. You thought I was brave. And I realised that if you can like me, if maybe you could love me, that if somebody who isn't biologically programmed to, then I know I will get through this. I know I have a reason to. I was hoping that maybe it wouldn't be pressure, that maybe you would want to be with me, but I understand if this is all too much. Or okay, cool. See, it's good to learn these things about yourself, about life, or learning. I know I'll look back on this and say, it shouldn't have said this, should not have said that, but I can't do that yet. I don't know how to keep it all in like you can. I mean, you're standing across from me right now, and I cannot tell a single thing that you are thinking or feeling, and that is amazing. If I could have any superpower, it wouldn't be superhuman strength or the ability to shoot lasers out my eyes. It would be to stand across from you right now and not give anything away, because lucky, how lucky you are, Oliver, to be boring, to be... What's your favourite colour? Blue, green. If you could only eat one type of food for the rest of your life, what would it be? What type of music do you like? Have you ever broken a leg or an arm? Has anyone ever betrayed you? Oliver! When was the last time you felt ashamed or embarrassed? Tell me. And I will keep it safe, I promise. I'll protect it. We'll protect each other. I won't wouldn't tell anyone.
But I do think it's their husband's fault if wives do fall. Say they slack their duties and pour our treasures into foreign laps, or break out into peevish jealousies, throwing restraints upon us. Or say they strike us and scant our former havings in despite why. We have gold, and though we have some great, yet have we some revenge? Let husbands know that their wives have senses like them. We see and smell and have our palates both for sweet and sour, like men have. What is it they do when they change us for others? Is it sport? I think it is. And doth affections breed it? I think it doth. Is it frailty that thus is? It is so. Have we not affections, desires for sport and frailty as men have? Well, then let them use us well. Else let them know that the ills we do, their ills instruct us so.